Yo, what's going on, people? Salute. It's your boy Jay Jordan back again. Third time's a charm. Third stream of the day. Fourth WNBA game of the day. Final game of the day. And I'm glad you guys are here on the channel to bring it home with me. All right, y'all. This is it. Final game of the day. Y'all asked for it. And I'm here. We're back for another WNBA watch along, this time between the Dallas Wings with a 6-14 record and currently in the 11th seed, and the Chicago Sky a 5-13 record, currently 12th seed. All right, let's get the time until tip-off. So we got about 9.5 minutes until tip-off. I already put the poll there. Make sure you fill out the poll. Who do you think will win this game between the Dallas Wings or the Chicago Sky? All right, let's get into it. Starting lineups, let's get into it. So for the Dallas Wings, we have Paige Bueckers, Isaiah James, JJ Quinterly, Louisa Geisel-Soder, and Lee Yuru. Their bench, they have a very short bench. They have Tierra McCowan, Maisha Hines-Allen, and Haley Jones. They have like 4 other players out. Arike Gumbawale out with a thumb. Ty Harris out for the season with a knee injury. You got Maddie Segrist out with a lower limb injury as well. And you have Dejanay Carrington out with a rib injury. They just waived Leah Tu King. So they're down to 8 players currently on the roster. So they waived Leah Tu King and signed Haley Jones. So they're going 8 deep tonight. For the Chicago Sky, I have to make a correction here. The actual starting lineup is Rachel Banham, Ariel Atkins, Michaela Oniwere, Angel Reese, and they're still starting Elizabeth Williams. So I gotta put Elizabeth Williams back in the starting lineup. I thought they were gonna switch to Cardoso, but Elizabeth Williams gets the start. Cardoso is back and available from what I've read. So Camilla Cardoso back. Kia Nurse, Rebecca Allen, Haley Van Lith, Maddie Westbell, and Mariah Jefferson. What's going on, Liz? Yep, back for the third. Third time is a charm. There players that are out. Courtney Vandersloot out for the season with the ACL, as we all know. Alrighty. We had a jam-packed day full of WNBA games starting from 11 a.m. all going through the day until now. As you can see, the scores are at the top of your screen from those games past. Seattle somehow, some way in the fourth quarter folded and lost to the Connecticut Sun. Give Connecticut their 3rd win of the season, breaking their 10-game losing streak. They win that game 93-83. We have Golden State, who absolutely beat up on the Indiana Fever in Indiana, won that game 80-61 in Caitlin Clark's return. And then we had a epic game that we just did on the watch along a couple hours ago between the Minnesota Lynx, the 1 seed, and the Phoenix Mercury, the 2 seed. Phoenix, Alyssa Thomas went absolutely crazy in the fourth. Scores 12 points in the fourth quarter, brings the Phoenix Mercury down there. I think they were down about 7 or 8 or so. They climb all the way back into the game, and they end up winning by 8. Alyssa Thomas gets her career high 29 points. They win that game 79-71. Yeah, JP, working hard on this Wednesday. Working hard on this Wednesday in the W season. All right, we got about 6 minutes to kill, so we'll take a look at the preview for this game. Dallas versus Chicago. As you can see, injured players are there. Yahoo doesn't really give all the injuries, which is annoying, but I'll have to deal with it. In terms of stat leaders, we have Paige Bueckers, the rookie, the first-time All-Star, leading in points and assists, averaging 18.2 points and 5.5 assists. You have Lee Yuru, who just got traded over from the Storm to the Wings this season. Early parts of the season, she has averaging 7 rebounds a game. For the Chicago Sky, Ariel Atkins is leading in points, 14.2 points a game. Vandersloot, who's out for the season, still leading in assists with 5.3. And Angel Reese, the double machine, rebounds, all that, 12.9 rebounds for her. I think she's averaging a double this season. Liz says AT glad her boo is also her teammate now. Yeah, that's why she was playing like that. The family back together, so she had to show out. Looking at the odds for those into that, the Sky are the favorites in this one, by very little. They're 1.5 point favorites, so that can swing either way. Over under is 166.5. All right, so the Sky do lead the series 2-0. They beat the Wings 97-92 back on May 29th, and then they beat them again 2 days later, 94-83 on May 31st. So they beat them both in Chicago and in Dallas. This is the final game of the season, so the Sky will, if these two teams happen to need something to happen with the tiebreak, the Chicago Sky actually win the tiebreaker no matter what happens tonight. Looking at the recent games for both teams, Dallas has won 3 of their last 5 games. The last game, however, was an absolute beatdown by the Phoenix Mercury that we just talked about. And the Sky, we actually did the last 2 of their watch-alongs here on the channel. They lost both of these games in close. They were competed all the way to the end, and just faltered late, or the comeback just fell short. But they've lost 3 of their last 5, so looking for some better fortune in tonight's matchup. Wolfenheim on the Twitter said, hope Dallas win first quarter. We shall see, my friend. We shall see. Oh, I need to put this. I don't know how to fix that, but I know what I can do. Shrink this. There we go. Chemo was good. Says the Bonner effect was on today. Definitely. The fiance back in town. Got Alyssa Thomas feeling good. Them shoulders, you wouldn't even know if she had no labrums in them shoulders the way she was hooping today. But it's crazy what a little bit of love can do to a person's spirit and performance, because that was something to behold there. I can't even hate. It had me out of my seat. Well, on the edge of my seat, I should say. All right, I'm watching this game on League Pass. This game is not on national TV. It is on League Pass, so that's where I am watching it. So I hope if you have League Pass, you'll watch it there, but also stick around for the commentary here. I'm not a big fan of the Chicago Sky commentators anyway, so I'm not a big fan of a lot of commentators, to be completely honest with you. But we move, people. We move. Wolfenheim, this is your last one away to win. Hopefully you win, my friend. Hopefully you win. Salute. I will be giving you all the stats as they come in. All right. Jeez, I've done so many streams today. I've exhausted everything I can talk about. Predictions here. Make sure you fill out the chat. Make sure, not to fill out the chat. Fill out the poll. Who do you think will win? Looks like the Sky are in the lead right now. Who do you think will win tonight's matchup? Who do you think will win tonight's matchup? So you can see the starters again. These are the starters here on your screen. Dallas basically got all their main players out. Angel Reese was questionable all day to play in this game with a leg injury, but she is playing. Wolfenheim, yeah, she is gonna play. She was questionable all day. I've been keeping the update, a look on that. But Angel Reese is available to play Wednesday's game. They do have her as a starter, so I'm assuming that she will be there. Liz had listened to the Liberty game on Sirius last night. ESPN commentators a week. Yeah, I appreciate that, Liz. Thank you, thank you. Let me turn the light up a little bit. I look a little shadowy. There we go. All right. So Elizabeth Williams had 20 points last game. 20 points. Oh, it was yesterday. I forgot that was yesterday. All these games are starting to blend together. That was a tough loss for the Sky yesterday. But that today's another day to avenge that. Paige Becker's she's first as a rookie, first for rookies in points, assists, steals, and minutes. She's averaging 34.7 minutes out of a possible 40. Sheesh. All right, they're talking about the starting lineups. They're here on your screen. So the wing starting 4 rookies: Isaiah James, J.J. Quinterly, Paige Beckers, and Luis Geisel-Solder. Cardoso is back from America, just like Demiris Dantas. They both play for Team Brazil. They both got the silver medal. But they are both. Cardoso is back and ready to get to hooping. Right, we're about to tip this game off, people, in about 20 seconds, according to the in-arena clock. So get those votes in. I usually keep the poll open until it's too late, essentially. Until I feel like the game is getting out of hand. Oh, Allie Quigley in the building, it looks like. Yep. The Chicago legend. Allie Quigley will get her jersey retired today, number 14. So I guess Candace Parker is probably later on this season. But Allie Quigley will be the first jersey to go up in the Chicago Sky rafters. So salute to Allie on an illustrious career. Jump ball between Yeru and Williams. Jump ball is up, and the Sky have possession here. Did Angel Reese change her hair from yesterday to today? She got like blonde stuff. I said blonde stuff. Blonde in her head now. Pass to Onyenwere. She saves the pass. Paige Beckers with a block, it felt like. She misses, though. And rebound goes to Isaiah James. Over to J.J. Quinterly. On the left-hand side of the three-point line. Gets it over to Louisa. Louisa, hand off to Paige. Paige comes off that screen. Midi over Angel and misses. Angel Reese grabs the first rebound of this game. For the Sky, I should say. And Angel Reese comes down the court and hits the midi. Angel Reese first basket for the game. J.J. Quinterly with the ball. Finds it to a cutting Isaiah James. She pulls up for the midi. Bounces off the rim. Bounces up. Goes halfway down and out. Geisel-Solder gets the rebound. Isaiah pump fakes. Oh, they leave her open again. James pulls up for 3 and misses that one. Williams gets the rebound. Over to Onyenwere. Onyenwere looking to attack Paige. Almost gets stripped. Gets it out to Angel. Angel over to Ariel Atkins. She pulls up top of the key. 3 is up and misses. Rebound to Yeru. Chris, what do you mean you thought they won? I missed that. Louisa tries to entry pass to Lee Yeru. Ball goes out of bounds. Yeah, Kimo. I guess they're gonna work her back a little slowly after coming back from America. Reward Elizabeth Williams from getting a season high there in the last game. Ariel Atkins bounce pass to Williams. Williams attacks LaRue, goes up with the left hand and scores. Goes off glass. So it's 4-0 Chicago early. Quinterly with the ball over to Paige. Up top to Louisa. Louisa handoff to Quinterly, excuse me. Quinterly, right to left crossover, goes corner to Isaiah James for 3 over Banham and misses. Louisa with a rebound. Gets it to Paige. Paige, midi, and Paige Beckers gets the first basket of the game for the Dallas Wings. The odds are the spread was like -1.5, so Dallas are slight underdogs in this one. Tudo. Yeah, no, Brazil won. They came in second place, Chris. They lost to the USA. Missed by Elizabeth Williams. Paige Beckers picks up the loose ball. Durston, what's going on, my friend? Salute, salute. This is the third one of the day for me. I've been basically streaming all day. Turnover, but Quinterly gets to steal right back, but tips it right to Atkins. Atkins fall. This is the cue to music. Everybody's just stumbling, bumbling all over the floor here, and we have a jump ball. My guy AR, salute, salute. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. For those just joining, I'm glad you guys are able to join for the evening game. Been streaming off and on since 12 noon here on the East Coast. It's the third game I'm streaming today, fourth game in the WNBA schedule. The Sky win the jump ball. Onyenwere with the ball. Down to Williams. Williams in the post against Yeru. Gets into the post. Left-hand layup gets blocked by LaRue. She secures the rebound. LaRue at 6'7". Quinterly steps in for a three, and they just can't buy a three. Louisa trying to battle on the boards. It gets tipped to Liz Williams. AR said you got the Sky score in 20. Rachel Banham for three. Misses. Rebound to Paige. Paige crosses half court. Let's see. It's a low-scoring game so far. Paige into the paint. Floater misses. Fight for the rebound. Yeru gets the offensive rebound. And it's a jump ball between Yeru and Michaela Onyenwere. Yeah, I was just about to say, there's a lot of bricks in this game so far. Tyler Marsh, first year head coach of the Sky. First year head coach, like being a head coach in general. Going against a first year head coach in Chris Koklanis of the Dallas Wings. Haley Jones checks in for Isaiah James. Haley Jones has been off and on hardship contracts since she was waived by the Wings in training camp. By the Dream in training camp. This is her second stint, I think, with the Dream. The what do they call the Wings? The Sky won the jump ball. After all my rambling, Angel Reese brings it up the court. Angel Reese guarded by Yeru pulls up for the midi. And off the back rim, Louisa with another rebound. Shoot, if you bet the over on power forward rebounds, you might be in luck because everybody breaking up a storm out here. Ball gets tipped out by the Sky, stays with the Wings. So they're showing the two rookies from the Wings. They were both averaging single digits as starters. They've doubled, almost tripled their point and rebound / assist output. So they're really performing. Gets ball inbound. Ariel Atkins tips it on the inbound, and the Wings try and inbound it again. Said inbound way too many times on that one, but you get my vibe. Louisa goes to the bench. Maisha Hines-Allen checks in. Quinterly gets it into Paige. Paige lines up for a three, doesn't take it. Gets to the midi, shoots over Rebecca Allen, and scores. Paige Beckers. She has all 4 points for the visiting Dallas Wings. Rachel Banham goes behind the back. She's stumbling. Picks up her dribble. Cardoso checks in, so we get some Camilo Cardoso minutes here. They get it to Cardoso. Handoff to Atkins. Roll to Cardoso, and they call a moving screen already. Like I mentioned, that's a point of emphasis here. Excuse me, for the league. So Camilla, Camilla with Team Brazil was averaging 15 points, almost 10 rebounds, 1.3 blocks, and she had 3 double-doubles in 7 games. Ball in play here with the Wings. Quinterly running the point here. Looking for Paige. Gets it to Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen over to Paige. Paige comes off a curl. Drops it off to Hines-Allen. Goes up over Cardoso and scores. Good ball movement there by the Wings. And they've taken the lead. 6-4. Ariel Atkins gets downhill. Gets cut off by Paige. Gets a rescreen from Angel. She dribbles it off her toe. And Haley Jones picks it up. Gets it over to Quinterly. Quinterly goes other side of the basket. Tries to finish it with the left, but Haley Jones gets the rebound. Oh, they called a foul. I couldn't even hear the whistle. But we have our first break in the game. Low scoring game so far. 6-4 with 4:59 to go in the first quarter. All right, so I mean, it's cool that the game's still close, but it's been low scoring so far. Let's take a look. 6-4 is the score, 4:59 to go. Louisa with 3 rebounds, yet to score. Isaiah James taking 3 shots, missed all 3. Paige Beckers with 4 and 2 from Hines Allen. They're shooting 33% so far on 3 of 9 shooting, 0 for 3 from 3, and the Wings have 3 turnovers. Angel Reese has 2 points and a rebound. Onyenwere yet to score, 2 for Elizabeth Williams, and that's it. They're shooting 2 for 8, 25% from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, and no foul shots as of yet. They have 2 turnovers as well. All right, so that's the limited amount of scoring we have so far. Limited amount of scoring. Hello to everybody tuning in for the last game of the WNBA slate today. Underdogs have been the choice in today's games. Hey, Cheryl, what's going on? Hope all is well. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you're back. Underdogs have been the flavor of the day. We had the underdog Sun, which was the biggest underdog of the day with the win. Golden State, I think they were slight underdogs in that game. They get the win. And, of course, the Phoenix Mercury get the win over the Minnesota Lynx. All right, game is coming back on. Game coming back on. Let me see if the ticker is loaded. All right, ticker is working. Got the game leaders there at the bottom of your screen. So you can keep track of who is leading in what point, in what stat categories. So Allie Quigley, for those unfamiliar, she was one of the best 3-point shooters in WNBA history. Won the 3-point contest 4 times. Won 6 Woman of the Year a couple times as well. Was a champion with the Sky in 2021. Went to DePaul, I believe. So I think DePaul's in the Chicago, Illinois area. So she's a local girl. And she quiet retired as Quinterly hits the first free throw. She didn't announce she was retiring. She sort of just took a year off, and then a year turned into 2, and now then she confirmed it. Quinterly hits the second. Ball back in play here with the Wings. They're on an 8-0 run. Empire, my guy, salute. For the 3rd time today, appreciate your support, my friend. Angel Reese with the ball, gets it to a cutting Atkins, off balance, just floater, fight for the rebound, and Tierra McCown is checked in to match up with the Camila Cardoso size. Paige Beckers gets to the foul line. Midi is just automatic for Paige Beckers. She's up to 6 points. 10-4 Wings. Comes off the screen for Rebecca Allen, down to oh, that was a nice move by Cardoso. She catches the ball on the right-hand side, goes reverse on McCowan with the left-hand reverse, and breaks that 10-0 run by the Wings. Haley Jones down the lane, goes floater off glass and scores. So Haley Jones returns the favor and scores. And Cardoso almost loses the ball. Cardoso feeds it to Reese. Oh, Maisha Hines Allen with the gamble. Reese spins off her and scores the layup. So the offense starting to pick up now. Listen, it's still early. It's still early, Jace move. We saw what happened in the last one. It's still early. Quinterly with the ball gets it over to Haley Jones, left side of the floor. Haley Jones with the ball gets the screen from McCowan. going to her right, gets it back to Paige. Paige been a midi assassin so far in this one. Gets attacked. Gets the ball to Hines Allen. She gets it off at the buzzer, but it's a shot clock violation. Ball goes to the sky. 12-8 is the score. Ball in play here with the sky. Over to Angel Reese. She's on the right side of the floor, facing up on Hines Allen. Gets to the paint, throws up the left hand hug, bounces around on the rim a couple times, and Hines Allen with the rebound. Hines Allen skipped through that lane. She threw up some foolishness. She threw up something over her head. No look, and it gets blacked. Camila Cardoso with the block there. She really wasn't even looking at the rim. She really just did some no-look reverse layup and got blocked. Haley Jones to inbound, gets it into McCowan. Over to Paige Beckers. No, and they called a moving screen on Tierra McCowan. They've been calling that a lot in all games around the W. Moving screen. Rebecca Allen to inbound. Gets it into Elizabeth Williams. Gets it over back to Banham. Banham, the three-point assassin, comes off the screen. Picks up her dribble up top to Elizabeth. Down to Camilla. Attacks McCowan. Goes up and scores right over Tierra McCowan. Big on big crime there. And Camilla up to 4 points. 12-10. So they're playing double big here with Elizabeth Williams and Cardoso. Hines Allen over to Jones. Jones in the right corner, fumbling the ball, but gets her dribble back. Attacks Elizabeth Williams. Stop. Goes under. Reverse layup. And Haley Jones showing some footwork down low. Up to 4 points. Banham over to Kia Nurse, who's checked in. Elizabeth Williams has the ball now. Top of the key. Right side to Beck Allen. Beck Allen comes off that screen. Jump pass to Williams. Williams down to Cardoso against the smaller Haley Jones. Throws it out to Allen. Allen for three. Rebecca Allen from the right corner knocks down the three. And cuts it to one. 14-13. Offense is picking up here. Handoff over to Paige. Paige in and out dribbles. Throws it out to Hines Allen. Down to McCowan. McCowan with the soft hands, catches, and finishes. So Cardoso and McCowan going back and forth here. 16-13. 1 minute 30 to go in the first quarter. Finds Rebecca Allen on the back cut. She gets fouled there by Hines Allen. And Beck Allen will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Beck Allen gets away from Paige. Ooh. On that angle, it looked like she got all ball. I couldn't see. I guess she made it. They came back from the replay late, but Rebecca Allen makes the free throw. She's up to 4 points. Rebecca Allen out of Australia. Has played with the Liberty, the Sun, and the Mercury in her career. She knocks down the second. And ball's back in play. 1 point game here. 16-15. Quinterly skipped through that lane. Throws up a wild left hand layup. Fight for the rebound. Yeru couldn't secure the offensive board. It goes out of bounds. Ball in play to Haley Van Lith. The rookie has checked in for Banham, I believe. Yep. So it's Van Lith, Cardoso, Williams, Reese. No, not Reese. Sorry. Allen and Nurse. Allen with the ball. Right side to Van Lith with 8 on the clock. Gets into the middle of the paint. Step through. Nowhere to go. Off balance jump shot. Goes off the rim. And Louisa with the rebound. Gets it over right side to Quinterly. Quinterly attacks right. Throws it out to Yeru. Yeru can shoot the three. She pulls off the back rim. Nurse with the rebound. And Quinterly almost tips it away, but now Allen has it. Down to Cardoso. Cardoso versus Yeru. She goes up and goes glass and scores. Cardoso is back like she never left. And she goes glass, takes the lead for the Sky. She's up to 6 points. Perfect 3 for 3. 25 seconds to go here. Quinterly with the ball, attacks Van Lift, goes behind the back. Off balance jump shot from 10 feet out, rolls around and in. J.J. Quinterly. She's up to 4 points here. Van Lift, shot clock is off here. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4. Van Lift, pullback dribble, elbow jump shot is good. Haley Van Lift gets her get back. Yeru over to Isaiah James. Isaiah James half court heave off the front of the rim. It almost went in. A little bit more strength and it would have dropped. 18-19 is the score. And you fell just short, huh? 19-18 is the score at the end of the first. Let's get things ready for the second quarter here and take a look at the box score. So 19-18, that is the score. 19-18. Sky come back and take the lead going into the second quarter. We have Isaiah James yet to score in this one. Louisa with 4 rebounds yet to score. Yeru yet to score, does have 3 rebounds and a block. Paige Beckers with 6 points. She had the first 6 for the Wings. Quinterly with 4 points and 2 assists. Off the bench, Haley Jones with 4. Hines Allen with 2. McCowan with 2. Angel Reese with 4 and 1 rebound. Onyenwere with 0. 2 for Elizabeth Williams. You have none for Banham and Atkins. Off the bench, Rebecca Allen with 5. Cardoso with 6 in her return from the AmeriCup tournament. She on a perfect 3 of 3 shooting. She does have 2 assists as well and 2 for Van Lift. So their bench has given them 13 points, outscoring the starters. Bench for the Wings has given them 8 points. So we have some good production here so far. All right, let's get ready for the second quarter. Salute to everybody here on the last stream for me of the day, the last WNBA game of the day. This is my 3rd stream of the day. So, the people wanted the last stream, so you gotta give the people what they want. I will be back tomorrow. There's 2 games tomorrow I'll be back for. The Minnesota Lynx on a back-to-back. We'll see if they get revenge. We'll talk about that more at halftime. But we'll take a look at the future games on the schedule. And I'll recap the earlier games for those who were unable to catch any of those. During the halftime report, we'll go over all of that. But we are getting ready for the second quarter here. All right. Broadcast is coming back here. So Allie Quigley, since they're focusing on her a lot tonight, she is second in Sky history in points, 4th in field goal percentage, 2nd in assists, 2nd in games. She played from 2013 to 2022. She's from Joliet, from those from Illinois or the Chicago area. Ball in play here with the Dallas Wings. Quinterly gets it over to Isaiah James. Isaiah James, hook pass to Yeru. Yeru in the post. Spin move on Elizabeth Williams and throws a sky hook Kareem Abdul-Jabbar style. And Yeru gets the sky hook to go. And they take the lead back, 20-19. Van Lift gets it over to Nurse. So it's Van Lift, Nurse, Allen, Williams, and Reese. Allen for the jump shot misses. Elizabeth Williams with the rebound over to Reese, and Reese lays it in. Second chance baskets paying off for the Chicago Sky. Isaiah James down the lane, throws up the left-hand floater off the rim, and Yeru gets it over to Isaiah James on the second chance opportunity here. Quinterly pulls up for three. Off the back rim, Haley Van Lith with the rebound. Quinterly getting them shots up. Van Lith in and out dribble on the right wing over to Williams. Left side to Nurse. Nurse looking for the screen. Nurse coming off the screen down the middle of the paint. That was an offensive foul. She gave off a little fend off on J.J. Quinterly. Hit her with a forearm shiver. And it's a turnover here. Con Landing says the sky is on tech watch for Angel Reese. The next technical foul she gets will be her 7th, and it comes with a 1-game suspension. That is correct. Her and Shakira Austin in the last game yesterday got a double techs in that one. Ball over to Isaiah James. Pump fakes at the 3. Attacks right. Pulls up for the elbow. Rolls off. Reese with the rebound. Reese outlet over to Elizabeth Williams running the floor. And they call a blocking foul on Haley Jones. She was inside the semicircle. So Elizabeth Williams will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Elizabeth Williams at the line. She had 20 points yesterday. She started the last 4 games. She has that hitch in her free throw. She cashes in that one, though. 22-20, Sky on top. Elizabeth knocks down the second free throw. They said there's one team in the league that offensive rebounds better than the Sky, and that's the Dallas Wings. So we have 1 and 2 in offensive rebounding here. Ball over to Isaiah James. She pump fakes. Throws up the floater. Off balance. It rolls off. Reese with another rebound. Reese looking for Van Lith. Hand off to Van Lith, her former LSU teammate. And we have a foul here by Quinterly. So we have some substitutions here. Paige Beckers checks back in for Isaiah. I don't know who she checked in for, but there's a foul there on Luisa Geiselsolder on Angel Reese. Geiselsuder. I gotta get my pronunciation right on the young lady's name. Angel Reese. So Angel Reese at the line for her first free throws of the game. And it rolls off. She misses the first. Angel Reese wearing the debut of the Angel Reese 1. She misses both, but Michaela gets the rebound out to Haley Van Lith for 3. That she misses that. Louisa with the rebound. Angel Reese also announced to be on the cover of the new 2K. They usually have 1 man, 1 woman, and 1 legend, and she was the WNBA player for this year. Paige Beckers off balance midi, can't get the shot, but Yeru gets the offensive rebound. They're like all white Reeboks. Reebok is her sneaker brand. Ball and play with the Wings, and we have a foul there on that might be on Angel Reese. Ball in play with the Wings here. Maisha Hines Allen wide open for 3. She can't hit that. It rolls around and then drops. So Maisha Hines Allen knocks down the 3. And it's a tie game at 23. Ariel Atkins yet to score. Playing behind the Angel Reese screen. Gets into the paint. Throws it to Reese. Reese catches it. Reese in the post against Hines Allen. Attacks. Goes up with the right hand hook. Fight for the rebound. Goes to Elizabeth Williams. Handoff to Rachel Banham. She pulls up for 3 off that screen, and Banham knocks down the 3. That's what Rachel Banham can do. 3-point assassin. And it's a 3-point game, 26-23. First points of the game for Banham. Paige Beckers goes behind the back, snakes into the paint. Left side to Quinterly. Quinterly attacks the paint, goes up. No resistance, but she smokes the layup. Gets her rebound, though. Paige Beckers attacks Bantam, skips into that lane. Off balance, tries to go glass. Yeru tries to one-hand tip it, but it goes right to Onyenwere. Over to Bantam. Bantam back to Onyenwere. He lines up for a three in the corner, and that's back-to-back threes for the Sky. And she knocks it down. 29-23. Timeout Wings. So we had Bantam hit a three in that same corner before, right in front of the Chicago Sky bench. Onyenwere comes back and gets an opportunity to join in the three-point party. She cashes in as well. Right, so we have a break in the action. Let's take a look at some of these stats here. So score is currently 29-23. Sky outscoring the Wings 10-5 in the quarter. Let's take a look here. Isaiah James, yet to score, does have 2 rebounds. Geisel Soder, yet to score, has 5 rebounds. Yeru with 2 points and 3 rebounds. 4 for Quinterly, 6 for Paige Beckers. The bench, same stats as before. You got 4 from Jones, 5 from Hines Allen, 2 from McCowan. And for the Chicago Sky, Reese with 6 points and 3 rebounds. Onyenwere hits her first points of the game. 4 for Liz Williams with 3 rebounds and 3 assists. 3 for Rachel Bantam. None for Atkins yet. Rebecca Allen with 5. 6 for Cardoso. And 2 for Van Liff. Turnover battle. 3 for the Sky, 4 for the Wings. Shooting percentages, not too bad. I mean, 37% for the Wings is pretty bad. 14% from 3. Yeah, that's bad. But they made both of their free throws for the Sky. They're shooting 47.8% from the field, 42.9% from 3, and 66% from the line. Miracle was good. It keeps raining in Texas. We need a Wings win. This week continues to be brutal. The basketball guys got to give Texans a little good juju. Of course, Miracle. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. I know it's not all of Texas, but some parts of Texas have been getting a lot of rain, flash floods, and all that. So hope everyone is staying as safe as they can if they are in any of the areas affected. Let's see if the Wings can bring some joy to the Texas area, the Texas team. The only team in Texas for the WNBA. All right, we're waiting for the second quarter to resume here. I think the next thing WNBA League Pass needs to do is to have the same option like NBA League Pass to choose between the home and the away broadcast. I think that'll come in time, but I think that's the next iteration of League Pass. So, ball in play for the Dallas Wings. Whoops. Let's get that in play. Yeru with the ball over to Isaiah James in the left 3-point line. Gets it down to Paige in the post. Paige fall away over Onyenwere. Doesn't get it to go. Angel Reese with the rebound. Angel Reese with 6 straight games of 15 or more rebounds. That is actually insane. Over to Bantam. Bantam for 3, and she's short. Yeru with the rebound. Gets it over to James. Touch pass to Quinterly. Quinterly comes off that screen from Yeru. Attacks Camila Cardoso. And scores and gets fouled. So the shortest player on the floor attacks one of the tallest players on the floor and gets the better of her. Pulls up for the mid-range jump shot. Think Cardoso got in her landing space. And that's 2 fouls on Cardoso. So Quinterly at the line to complete the 3-point play. And she cashes in. 3-point game here. 29-26. Ariel Atkins yet to score. Let's see if she can break that scoreless streak here. That, I should say, that break that scoreless drought. Camilla in the mid post being hounded by Leah Rue. Gets it out to Banham. Goes to set the screen. Sets the screen. Drops it off to Cardoso. Cardoso goes up and gets fouled. Doesn't complete the basket, but she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. So 4th team foul by the Wings. Cardoso will go to the line for 2 free throws. Cardoso, first free throw is up, and she knocks it down. Cardoso, perfect from the field all over so far. Cardoso at the line for the second one. And she misses. I jinxed her. Yuru chases down the rebound. They get it over to Quinterly. Quinterly gets it over to James. Down in the post to Paige Beckers. Paige in the post against Atkins. Attacks middle of the floor. Tries to step through. Goes glass and scores. Paige Beckers. Tough shot. She did that up and under and scooped it right under Atkins' arms. And Paige Beckers with the finish here. Paige Beckers now up to 8 points. Ball in play here for the Sky. Banham with the ball. Picks up her dribble, gets it out to Onyenwere. Comes off the stagger screens. Step through that lane, and they call a foul before that basket. She did do like a fake Euro step, but they don't count. They call it a foul on the floor. But the Chicago Sky are in the bonus, so they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Onyenwere at the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is up and good. Damn, they have an add every free throw here for Chicago. Second free throw is up and good. So scores 32-28, 4-point game. Quinterly outlet to Paige. Paige gets fouled there by Onyenwere. It was a nice outlet pass from Quinterly to Paige. Paige too far under the basket. Onyenwere on the pursuit. Falls on her. Paige to inbound. Gets it into Hines Allen. Looking for Quinterly in the left wing. Back to Hines Allen, top of the key. Handoff to Paige. Paige, hezzy dribble over to Isaiah. Isaiah yet to score. Over to Yuru. Yuru for 3. And Yuru cashes in for 3 from the right wing. Her 5th 3-point make of the season. And it's a 1-point game. Lee Yuru, like that, can shoot the 3. My girl Yuru with 5 points and 5 boards. On double-double watch for her. Banham out to Atkins. Yet to score. Down to Cardoso. Cardoso in the post against Yuru. Goes right hook. Way off. Atkins gets the rebound and finally scores. 34-31. Both teams in the bonus here. Quinterly gets it over to Yuru. Yuru back to Quinterly. Quinterly pump fakes for 3. Gets it over to Paige. Right side of the floor over to Hines Allen. Give and go. Left side to Quinterly. Quinterly for 3. And she can't buy one. Ball gets tipped out of Hines Allen. Out of Reese's hands, and Isaiah picks up the loose ball, gets it to Paige. Paige to Yuru, gets tapped from behind, out of bounds by Atkins. Ball to be inbounded by the Wings here. Quinterly finds Isaiah James. Reverse layup is up, and as easy as you like, Isaiah James gets on the board there. And we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor here. 34-33. Isaiah James gets on the board. 3:20 to go in the second quarter. Chicago called that timeout on that last possession. I mean, on that timeout, excuse me. All right, let's take a look at the box score. Offense is starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm here. 34-33. Both teams had 15 in the quarter. Dallas, Isaiah James, as I just mentioned, gets her first points of the game. Does have 2 assists and 2 rebounds. You have Louisa Geisel-Suter, no points, but does have 5 boards. Hasn't even attempted a shot yet. Neely Rue with 5 points and 5 boards. 7 for Quinterly. She's taken almost the most shots on the team. She's 2 for 7. 0 for 3 from 3. And we have Paige Beckers with 8 points. Hines Allen with 5, 4 for Haley Jones, 2 for Tierra McCowan. They're shooting 22% from 3, so that has to improve. Chicago, you have Reese with 6 points and 4 rebounds. They said 6 straight games with 15 or more rebounds. That's insane. Michaela with 5 points. Liz Williams with 4, 3 for Bandham, 2 for Atkins. Got her first 2 on that last possession there. Cardoso with 7 to lead the way for the Sky. 5 for Beck Allen, 2 for HVL. So that's what we got going on here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Salute to everyone here on the watch along. Make sure you leave a like on the stream if you like this type of content. Subscribe if you are new here. I do these as often as I can. Like today I did 3. And tomorrow I'll probably be doing 2. So make sure you're subscribed so you get notified when I go live. TM, what up? Carrington and Enrique injured? Yeah, they're both injured. Carrington, Enrique, Maddie Segrist, Ty Harris. They got 4 players injured. Yeah, they had to throw all the rookies in. All the rookies have been playing the last 3 or 4 games as these players have been injured. So the rookies getting valuable in-game experience to try and make something shake here. And I can't lie, they're doing fairly well over their last couple games. They're doing pretty decently. Broadcast restarting here. Chicago Sky 14 bench points tonight. 41% of the team's points. Ball back in play here. Liz, appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. I know you were in 1 or 2 of them so far. Banham over to Beck Allen. We have a foul away from the ball. Defensive 3-second violation. And we have a free throw shooter here. We'll see who shoots the free throw. Rachel Banham will shoot the free throw. And she cashes in the free throw on that defensive 3 technical. So ball and play with Banham. They're running a little bit of a 1-2-1 zone here. They force Liz Williams into the shot they wanted to take, a baseline jumper, and it's off. Devony, where can you watch the game for free? You have to search the internet, my friend, for that. There are sites out there that do it, but it's not on me to promote those. Isaiah James into the paint, fakes the pass, goes for the floater, and scores. Isaiah James. The rookies, man, they're fearless. Good word, broadcaster. They're just fearless. Isaiah James, Quinterly. Rebecca Allen comes off the screen, going left, pulls up midi, scores. And the Sky retake the lead, 37-35. Quinterly gets downhill. Quinterly, Hezzy moves, gets into the paint. Floater, way too strong. Rebound to Williams, gets it up to Banham. Banham comes up the court. Right side to Rebecca Allen. Rebecca Allen comes off the screen going right, stops. Doesn't know where to go, gets it up top to Williams, down to Cardoso, out to Nurse. Nurse, catch, shoot, 3, misses. Rebound to Hines Allen. Listen, work is more important. Quinterly, touch pass. It was supposed to go to Yeru, but gets its way to Paige. Paige, pump fake, step through, gets blocked by Rebecca Allen. The long arms of the Aussie. Oh, she almost walks. Gets it over to Nurse. Nurse dribbles. Corner three is up and good. Kia Nurse hits the corner three. And is back up to a 5-point lead here for the Wings. Quinterly with the ball over to Page. Page with the ball into the paint. Goes off one leg floater. Short. Fight for the rebound. Nurse has it. Nurse will cross half court here. Nurse pump fakes for three. Rebecca Allen in the corner. No hesitation. And she hits the corner three. That right corner is working for the 3-point shooters of the Sky. And it's 43-35, just like that. Quinterly gets down the lane, drops it off. That's a kick ball there by Elizabeth Williams. I'm showing the replay of those previous 2 threes by Nurse and Allen. I think the ball's in play. I can hear the music in the background. Lee Yuru pulls up for a mid-range jump shot, and Yuru hits the left midi. So Yuru showing out the outside range here. Lee Yuru up to 7 points here. Beck Allen, another midi, another basket. They said Beck Allen likes playing against the Wings. Rebecca Allen up to 12 points here. Only missed one shot. Paige Beckers over to Hines Allen. Hines Allen attacks. Elizabeth Williams dribbles under the basket. Back out to Paige. Paige with the ball. 10 on the clock here. Over to Hines Allen for three. And she misses badly. Long rebound. She gets her own rebound. Throws it up at the basket. Grazes the rim. Finds his way to Haley Jones. That misses the layup. Yuru with the rebound. And ball gets tipped out of her hands. Cardoso has the rebound. And that's how the quarter ends. So 45-37. The Sky closed the quarter really nicely to get that. What's that? No, that's a 8-point lead, excuse me. 8-point lead going into halftime. Right, so let's get ready for the third quarter, and then we'll take a look at halftime stuff. All right, that's set. And let's take a look at the halftime stats here. Let's get the timer ready for halftime as well. And here we go. All right, so Chicago and Dallas. Scroll back up to the top here. Dallas down, excuse me, 45-37 in this match. First quarter was Chicago up 19-18. And now we have Chicago outscoring the Wings 26-19 in that second quarter for a 45-37 lead. For the Dallas Wings, you have Isaiah James, played about 17 minutes, 4 points, and 3 boards. None for Louisa, but she does have 5 boards. 7 and 6 for Lee Yuru. You have 7 for J.J. Quinterly. And Paige Beckers with 8 at the half. Aisha Hines Allen with 5, 4 for Jones, 2 for McCowan. For the Sky, you have Angel Reese with 6 points and 4 boards. She was questionable to start, questionable to play with a leg injury, but she did get to start. They're probably just going to manage her minutes a bit here on the second night of a back-to-back. Got 12 for Rebecca Allen, 3 for Nurse, and 2 for Van Lith. Cardoso with 7 points in her return. Looking at the team stats here, you got the Wings shooting 39% from the field, 20% from 3 on 2 of 10 shooting. Made all 3 of their free throws. For the Chicago Sky, they're shooting 50% from the field, 45% from 3, and 72% from the free throw line. Rebounding battle, the Sky are losing that 22-17. They are winning the assist battle 13-10. The turnovers are locked at 4 apiece. Both teams have 2 steals. The Sky have 2 blocks to 1 for the Wings. Both teams with 7 personal fouls. And that is that. Let me quickly take a look at another stat here on my other screen. Where What are we doing? Dallas, Chicago. I do want to take a look at points off turnovers, points conceded off turnovers. So they say 6 turnovers for the Wings here, but they say 4 on Yahoo. So some discrepancy in the turnovers. Either way, they saying the Wings have given up 4 points off of their turnovers. The Sky have given up 6 points off of their turnovers. In terms of points in the paint, the Wings dominating that by 6. They have 22 points in the paint. The Sky have 16 points in the paint. Largest lead of the game was 8 by the Sky and 6 by the Wings. All right, so that is that game. Now, I do want to go over the games that took place earlier today. We'll go through each one of them. I'll come back to that one. We'll start in order. So we have the Seattle Storm versus the Connecticut Sun. If you look at the pregame odds here for those in the betting world, the Sun had plus 900 odds. I guess at the start of the game, the spread was plus 17.5. And you see the odds for the Storm minus 1600, and the Sun end up winning that game by 10, 93-83. As you see this fourth quarter, they outscore the Storm 27-9 in the fourth quarter to steal that win. If you look at the stats for the Storm, the starters didn't play too badly. 21-5 for Gabby, 12-12 for NECA, 13 for Magbagor, 10 for Wheeler, 23-7 for Sky. Their bench only gave him 4 points. Dominique Malunga didn't score in this one. They shot 24% from 3. The only issue was they had, I guess that was the issue. They had 9 turnovers, I guess. But the Connecticut, you had an all-around effort here. 11 for the rookie Sanaya Rivers with 7 assists and 4 steals. Nelson Adota with 8 and 6. Tina Charles, the legend, with 29 and 11. J.C. Sheldon with 16 on 4 made threes. 15 for Bria Hartley, and their bench gave them 14. And Morrow with 6.7 boards, Lacan with 8 points. And that's how they got the win. Good stuff for the Connecticut Sun to get their 3rd win of the season, snap their 10-game losing streak. Insane stuff there. For the first game of the day that we did a watch-along for, the Valkyries took on the Indiana Fever in Indianapolis. Valkyries pull out the win, 80-61. They moved to 10-9 on the season. Indiana moves to 9-10. That second quarter, as you can see, really did them in 20-9 in the second. For Golden State, you got Kayla Thornton, the first-time All-Star with 18 points and 8 boards. Kate Martin got the start, didn't really do too much, 5 points for her. Fag Benley, the ex-Fever, had 7 points and 5 boards. Burton with 21, 8 and 6. She hit 5 of 6 threes. She was the player of the game for me. Tip Hayes with 6 points and 8 boards. Janelle Salon still working her way back from Eurobasket, not looking the same like how she looked pre-basket, pre-Europe. She finished with 4 points and 7 boards. 5 for Chen, 5 for Late, 5 for Billings, 4 for Ami here. Indiana, you have Caitlin Clark with 10 and 6 assists, 5 rebounds in her return, also had 4 turnovers. Howard with 4. Boston, subpar game, 6.6 boards. Kelsey Mitchell, 12 points on 3 of 13 shooting, 7 for Ari McDonald. Then you had 5 from Hull, 3 from Cunningham, 10 for the rookie Timpson with 6 boards, and 4 for Damiris Dantas on her return from AmeriCup, playing for Team Brazil. They shot 22% from 3, 30% overall from the field, and they also had 14 turnovers, so that contributed to the outcome of today's game. All right, that was game 2 on the W slate, and the last game that we did the watch along for between the Phoenix Mercury and the Minnesota Lynx. Epic game, came down to the wire. Epic fourth quarter for Alyssa Thomas, scored a career high 29 points. We'll get to it. Nafisa Collier didn't crack the 20-point mark, finishes with 18 and 7. Bridget Carlton, 10 points, 2 for Alana Smith, 6 for K-Mac, and 21 for Courtney Williams. She was cooking early, but it's not enough. It wasn't enough. Natisha Heidemann with 6 points, 8 for Jess Shepard, and that's it from their bench. They shot 26% from 3, had 16 turnovers. That's not going to help your cause. Phoenix, Alyssa Thomas with 29 points. You had 29 and 8 for Alyssa with 5 assists, career high 29. She scored 12 points in the fourth quarter to snatch defeat from the draw. I was about to make up some saying, but to snatch the lead away from the Minnesota Lynx. 7 for Westbeld with 6 rebounds, 7 for Mack, 13 for Okol Makani, 10 for Sammy Whitcomb with 6 assists and 5 boards. Dawana Bonner with 7 in her return to Phoenix, where she started her career and played 10 seasons, won 2 championships. 2 for Laxa, 2 for Williams, and 2 for Brown. They shot 1 for 16 from 3, 6% from 3-point range, and won this game. So that the 3-point shooting is not the end-all be-all. If you play solid defense, force the other team into more turnovers, then you can most likely come out on top. Alrighty, so those are all the games that took place today. I hope you guys were informed. I caught you guys up on everything that took place on the W slate today. Alrighty, AR says 43 to 35 cash you over for the second quarter. Good, I'm glad to hear. For those who did miss this, I will show this. The All-Star rosters were announced last night. Team Collier includes Nafisa Collier as the captain, Brianna Stewart, Ali Shagray, Nneka Ogwumike, Paige Beckers, Courtney Williams, Skylar Diggins, Angel Reese, Alyssa Thomas, Kelsey Plum, and Ryan Howard. Team Clark, you have Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Sabrina Ionescu, Asia Wilson, Satu Sabli, Kelsey Mitchell, Gabby Williams, Sonia Citron, Kiki Iriafen, Jackie Young, and Kayla Thornton. These two teams traded coaches, so Caitlin proposed a coach trade in this one. So they traded Coach Sandy Brondello over to Team Clark, and Team Collier gets her head coach in Coach Cheryl Reeve. All-Star game is next Saturday, so not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. So that is what we have here. Alrighty. So I hope you guys were informed on that halftime report. Back to our channel sponsor. Let me stop. I hope you guys were informed though. We've got about 4.5 minutes. They're doing Allie Quigley's jersey retirement here at the Chicago Sky Arena over there in Chicago. Courtney Vandersloot on a crutch. That's her wife or her partner. She's doing a speech right now. As you know, Courtney Vandersloot has all the assist records with the Sky. Came to New York, won a championship, I should say, and now went back. Unfortunately, tore her ACL earlier this season. So wishing all the best to her. All right, people. I don't know how. I don't know if they're gonna go how long they're gonna go with this with the jersey retirement. I'll just keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it. Let me hear what Courtney's talking about over here. Let me search the interweb, see if I'm missing anything. Allie Quigley, she's a Chicago Sky legend, from the Illinois, Chicago area. She retired, well, basically stopped playing 2 years ago. She didn't officially announce her retirement, but now, she announced it last year, I believe. And, she's now, her jersey's being the first jersey being retired by the Chicago Sky. I think Candace Parker is supposed to get hers retired later on this season. She won the 3-point competition 4 times. She was on that 2021 Chicago Sky championship team with Courtney Vandersloot and Candace Parker. So very much Illinois or Chicago area legend. She went to DePaul as well, so just a local kid from the state. Played for the team, became one of the greatest 3-point shooters this league has ever seen. AR said, Jay, I just cashed a Jazz Chisholm Jr. and Randy Rosarona home. Man, my boy on fire today, man. Salute. Congratulations on that. My man on fire. When sports betting first came to New York, I was like a kid in a candy store, but now that it's been years since it's been here, I've sort of slowed down. Well, I should say I've slowed down a lot. Sour was good. How the Wings looking? Comeback? Anything is possible. Nah, it's possible. It is possible, but 51% say Sky, 50%. Oh, I'm saying 49% say Wings. So, I'm gonna end this poll right as halftime is over. Don't mind this clock. This clock might be wrong because they're probably having an extended halftime because of this jersey retirement that's happening. Yeah, Sky looked decent. Camilla came in off the bench this game and she scored her first 3 buckets. The 3-point shooters are actually hitting shots today. Rebecca Allen, Kia Nurse knocking down threes. So they're playing pretty decent. Playing pretty decent. It helps that the Wings not playing as well, but balanced scoring all around. Rebecca Allen, 12 points off the bench. That's more than you could ask for, you know? More than you could ask for. But we're still at halftime for those joining. Make sure you leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you are new here. Appreciate all the support for the channel covering the WNBA games. I'm glad I'm able to interact with you guys. Ask whatever questions you may have in regards to the games and stuff. Appreciate you guys tuning in though. Just looking on the interwebs, making sure I'm not missing any WNBA news. Who has better defense? I would say the Sky. Currently, the Sky have some better defense. They're forcing a lot of turnovers, getting a couple blocks here and there. Let me extend this timer for halftime. I don't know how long it's gonna go. So I'll just put another 6 minutes on the clock. So they're gonna retire her jersey. Her jersey's gonna go up in the rafters of the Wintrust Arena where the Chicago Sky play. Tudo says, so the spread for Friday at the moment is -17 and Seattle is -2,500 again. Hopefully at home they win. That would be interesting. Imagine they lose back to back to the Sun. That would be crazy. Silver, salute for the follow on Twitch. Nice having you here. Yeah, she only played a couple minutes. She was dealing with she was questionable to start. Questionable to play. Dealing with a sore leg or a leg injury, but she is playing. They're on the second night of a back-to-back. Remember, they played last night as well. If yesterday, if my memory serves me right, I think we did that watch along. Yeah, Chicago and Washington. So they played in Washington yesterday and then had to go to Chicago and play today. So they've raised Allie Quigley's jersey into the rafters here. Raised her jersey into the rafters. And then they put the WNBA slate back up, so they should be ending this shortly. All right, Daniel, salute, salute. Thanks for tapping in for a little bit. You guys are not missing a thing. Not missing a thing. They're just showing highlights from the last game between the Mystics and the Sky. That game that came down to the wire. Came down to some clutch free throws by Shakira Alston after a questionable or controversial, I should say, foul call that probably shouldn't have been made, but was made. And that's how the Mystics ended up winning that game. I guess we still have some more time, so let's take a look at the schedule. I'll pull up the schedule for us in a moment. So this is the schedule. We already had these 3 games earlier. We got this game going on now. Tomorrow we have a game at 3 p.m. The Lynx on a back-to-back. They're on their way to LA as we speak. They're going to take on the LA Sparks at 3 p.m. for another camp game. And then we have an Amazon Prime game at 7:30 between the Aces and the Mystics. We'll see if Asia Wilson plays. She did have an MRI done on her wrist after yesterday's game against my New York Liberty. The Liberty ended up winning that game, but Angel took a hard fall in that second quarter, landed on that wrist, and did not come back into the game. As you can see, the spread is, they still have the Mystics as a 1-point favorite there in that one, according to FanDuel odds. On Friday, we got 2 Ion games. I won't be doing streams for these games. 2 Ion games on Friday between the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever. And then we have the Sun and the Storm having a rematch of today's game. Those games are on Ion, 7:30 and 10 p.m. respectively. Saturday, national TV again. You have ABC/ESPN Plus, the Lynx and the Sky. And then you have the Valkyries and the Aces on CBS at 4 p.m. Eastern. Won't be doing watch-alongs for those either. And then on Sunday, we have the Wings versus the Fever, Paige versus Caitlin at 1 p.m. on ABC. Followed by the Liberty and the Dream at 3 p.m. Depending on my schedule that day, I may do a watch-along for that one. Followed by the Sun versus the Sparks and the Mystics versus the Storm at 6 p.m. On Monday, we have 2 more games. The Lynx and the Sky face off again. And then the Mercury and the Valkyries face off as well. Then Tuesday, I'm just go down the list. Tuesday, we have 2 more games. The Fever and Sun play on ESPN. And then the Mystics and Sparks play on League Pass at 10 p.m. Closing off the final game before the All-Star break. We have a bunch of games that day. Dream versus Sky. You got Mercury versus Lynx. Valkyries versus Storm. Fever versus Liberty. And Aces versus Wings. And then, of course, on Saturday is the All-Star game. So, hope you guys were informed by that. I will be doing a watch-along for a couple of these games. So be on the lookout for that. All right, so now we wait until halftime is over. They're probably cleaning up the court for all the jersey retirement celebration stuff, and then we can get back to it. So this halftime is taking about 20-25 minutes. I put a 6-minute timer on after the 15, so we're at 21 minutes so far compared to the usual 15. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Right, waiting for halftime to be over. Make sure you get your snacks, your drinks. Let's get ready for this second half. Hopefully the Dallas Wings can make it interesting. They're down 8, so that's not insurmountable. They've gone on a run that big so far, so I wouldn't put it past them to try and come back here. AR said considering taking Wings money line plus 260. But they got it here. They don't even got the odds up here. They usually have it here. Oh, let me go to odds. Oh, they took, why they took it off? Oh, they probably recalculating. Probably recalculating the odds at the moment. Plus 260. I would give it a. You don't need my suggestions, but I would give it a. I see how the third quarter starts progressing, and then I would take a look at it. In other news, not WNBA related, NBA related, Devin Booker, I just got the alert. Devin Booker has agreed to a 2-year, $145 million maximum contract extension. That is absolutely insane. 2-year, 145. What does that average out to? About 72 a year? About 72 million a season when it gets to those 2 years of the contract extension. That is wild. Absolutely wild. All right, finally, guys, we got about 15 seconds until the third quarter starts. Appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging around. I try to make it as interesting as possible. Appreciate you guys for hanging around for it. Miller, salute. What's going on? Yeah, man, I'm on. This is my third time on today, brother. I'm on a 3-game winning streak right now. Third time's a charm. Good things come in threes. All the three sayings. Ball and play here with the Dallas Wings. Let's see if they can make this interesting like the last game. And Paige Becker is using that KD rip through move that the NBA sort of banned or nerfed. Yeah, man. I this week I have off from work and they have the camp games during the day, so it's working out. Yeah, I mean they just lost Kevin Durant. They're about to lose Beal. They're like, nah, we ain't losing you, Book. As Paige Beckers hits the first free throw. So that's interesting. In the NBA, they don't reward that rip through move with free throws, but in the W they do, and she hits both. So it's 45-39. 45-39 here. Angel Reese into the paint, loses the ball to Quinterly. Quinterly with the steal. Bounce past to Isaiah James on the run. Goes up, gets fouled, and one. Isaiah James. So the Dallas Wings come out, got a quick 4 points, about to be 5. The two rookies, Paige Becker's on that last one. Quinterly gets to steal. Isaiah James on this one, and gets fouled on the fast break. Thurston says 73 mil. He ain't worth it. I hear you, bro. 73 a season. Almost making $1 million a game. Oh, she misses the free throw. Louisa gets the rebound. Quinterly, oh, she steps out of bounds. She tried to get around Angel Reese, but steps out of bounds. Wait, why they took points off the board for the Wings? What they doing? Yeah, what's this broadcast doing? Man. Put the points back on for Dallas. Vanham in the lane throws up the floater and gets the late whistle foul call. And she'll go to the line for free throws. I think the broadcast has the wrong score up. Oh, they just changed it back to 45-41. The top WNBA salary is around 200 something thousand dollars. And Rachel Banham knocks down both free throws. It's 47-41. J.J. Quinley down the lane. No defensive help there, and she scores. So all three rookies have scored to start this quarter for the Dallas Wings. I think the Supermax is around 200 something thousand. I can't remember. Elizabeth Williams to the lane, throws up the hook, and scores. It slowly rolls in. 49-43 here. Quinterly gets it down to Paige in the post against Onyenwere. She faces up on the right side. Step through, takes the bump, and draws the foul. So Paige Becker is being a foul merchant here. Let me stop bringing NBA talk over here. Draws the foul and will go to the line for 2 more free throws. Yeah, so I just looked it up. Highest paid WNBA player for this season is Jackie Young, with making $252,000, a little over $252,000. Paige Beckers makes the first free throw, but you got to remember they're playing less games here in the W as well. But even if you double the amount of games, and if you double that salary, that still doesn't amount to 73 M's. Rebecca Allen in the corner for 3. Rebecca Allen just cannot miss from 3 tonight. 15 points, 3 of 4 from 3, and is up to an 8-point lead. Ball over to... I forgot to end the poll like I said I would. Paige Beckers with the ball. Paige comes off that screen. Picks up her dribble over to Yeru. Yeru's hit 1 3 already. Can she hit another? And she can. Yeru, that's her second 3-pointer of the game. 52-48. Dallas just hanging around. Yeru, 2 threes in this matchup. Salute to her. Angel Reese attacks Yeru. Reverse spin goes up and scores the right hand scoop over Yeru. And Angel's up to 8 points there. Quinterly knifing her way into the paint. Leroux gets the rebound, falling to the ground. Gets it to Isaiah James for 3. She misses. Reese with the rebound. Angel up to 5 boards here. And she outlet pass gets picked off by Isaiah James. Isaiah James over to Paige. Paige tries to attack Reese. Dribbles back out. Out to Isaiah. Isaiah pump fakes for 3. Drops it off to Yeru. Yeru reverse layup is good. Nice move by Lee Yeru. Lee Yeru up to 12 points and 8 rebounds. She's on double-double watch here. Angel Reese with the ball on the left side of the floor. Crossover on Louisa. Spins. Loses the ball. It's a turnover by Reese. Quinterly down the lane. Almost loses it. Picks it back up. Quinterly over to Louisa. Over to Isaiah. Isaiah. Can she hit one? She just can't buy a 3. Yeru draws the foul there. So Isaiah James 0 for 4 from 3. 3 for 11 overall. She just can't buy a 3 tonight. So already Chicago with 4 team fouls. And we're not even halfway through the third. Isaiah gets it into Quinterly. Quinterly, top of the key. Looking for Yeru. Gets it to Yeru. Yeru. Tries to get it to Quinterly. Quinterly does get it, though. Steps through. Layup is up. Foul and 1 Quinterly. So a broken play results in a basket for the Wings. They'll go to the line to make it a 1-point game. So J.J. Quinterly, the rookie out of West Virginia, at the line for the 3-point play. Dallas is in the bonus now. And she completes the three-point play. It's a one-point game here. 54-53. Thank you, Dallas, for making this interesting. Rachel Banham with the ball. Gets it over to Elizabeth Williams. Gets it over back to Banham, left side of the floor. Banham comes off that screen, going to her right. Steps back. Keeps her dribble over to Maddie Westbell, who's getting some minutes here. Rebecca Allen comes off that screen. Drop off pass to Westbell. Stolen by Paige Beckers, and she draws the foul. Smart play by Beckers, and she'll go back to the line for free throws. Should have took that 260, huh? Yeah, listen, man. There's a tough call there. Tough call. But it's still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. Hey, Beulah, what's going on? I mean, the spread probably would have been the one to take. Paige Beckers hits the first, and she's tied the game up. Oh, my clock is wrong. It's 5:59 to go, y'all. 5:59 to go. Running my clock. Paige Beckers' second free throw is up and good for Paige. Paige Beckers now. She's up to 14 points in this one. Banham over to Williams. Williams back to Banham. Banham catch, shoot. Three's good. Rachel Banham answers right back with a three and retakes that lead. 57-55. Paige rejects the screen, goes up, goes off, high off glass, too strong. Rebound to Beck Allen. Gets it over to Banham. Banham on the run here. Banham off balance floater, and they call a late foul there. And Banham will go to the line for free throws. Are you finished volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club? No, that's good. I hope that went well. Rachel Banham at the line. First free throw is up and good. Quinterly with 4 fouls will go to the bench. Cardoso for the Sky is checking in for Elizabeth Williams. Haley Jones has checked in for Quinterly. Second free throw is up and good for Banham. So it leads back up to 4 here for the Sky. 59-55. Paige Beckers goes behind the back off that screen. Gets to another screen here. She's guarded by Westbell. Looks to take Westbell on. Gets it out to Hines Allen. Hines Allen on the attack. Gets down the lane. Gets blocked by Cardoso. Cardoso says, get it out of here. Good block there by Cardoso. Ball in play here with the wings over to Isaiah James. Hezzy gets by Cardoso, draws the foul. They don't call it. Oh, they call a jump ball. Isaiah James frustrated she didn't get a foul on that. It looked like a lot of entangled arms there. So Beck Allen versus Isaiah James on the jump ball. And so they just take the violation. She knew she was gonna lose that one. Rebecca Allen has the size advantage. So Sky will take it out in the backcourt. Ball in play here. Yeah, I mentioned that a couple times. Angel is playing with a leg injury. She was questionable to play today. Rebecca Allen running one-hand floater, but Westball gets the offensive rebound. Banham, corner three, misses. Loose ball. Cardoso picks up the offensive rebound, but throws it right to Paige. Paige has Kia Nurse in her sights. UConn on UConn. Goes up for the floater. Misses. Rebound by Allen. Allen, they have a triple team on her. And a timeout called by her coach, Tyler Marsh. I don't know what the coaching staff is upset about, but we're in a break here. 59-55. The Wings came back to take the lead in this game, but now the Sky have returned the favor and gone back up 4 points. Let's take a look at the box score. If I can find my window. There we go. 59-55, 4:33 to go in the third. Dallas outscoring the Sky 18-14. In this one. Dallas. For Isaiah James, she's up to 6 points. Been struggling from 3. She's 0 for 5, 3 for 13. Overall, Louisa hasn't scored. 12 for Leah Rue, 12 for Quinterly, 14 for Paige Beckers. I should say 12 and 8 for Leah Rue, 2 from a double-double. Hines Allen with 5, 4 for Jones, 2 for McCowan. Angel Reese with 8 and 5 in limited minutes tonight. She's only played 17 minutes. Second night of a back-to-back. 5 for Michaela, 6 for Liz Williams, 11 for Banham, 2 for Atkins. You have 15 for Rebecca Allen having a breakout game. Cardoso with 7 in her return. 3 for Nurse, 2 for Van Lith. Let me fix my clock. I think it's probably wrong, but I'm gonna just get it right. Get it right. 2 step and let your shoulder lean. All right, 4:33 to go. Got to reset on my end. Looking at the live odds right now. Wings plus 175 on the money line, plus 4.5 on the spread. The over/under is 177.5. Pre-game was over/under was 166.5, so it looks like they're gonna pass that. All right, so we're waiting for them to come off this break, and then we can get back to the task at hand. Salute to everybody here. Make sure you leave a like on the stream. Got about 50 plus of us in here. Make sure you leave a like if you like this type of content. Subscribe if you are new here. Appreciate all the support. All right, broadcast about to restart here. All right, ball in play with the Chicago Sky, and Haley Van Lith gets it over to Nurse. Cardoso in the corner, out to Van Lith. Van Lith corner to Beck Allen. No hesitation, 3 is up. Oh, she is feeling it tonight. Rebecca Allen is on fire. 62-55. Latasha, salute for the sub. Appreciate you. And Haley Jones fumbles the ball out of bounds. Ball in play here with the Sky. They get it over to they lost the commentators here. Something's up. Beck Allen over to Westbell. Back to Beck Allen. Beck Allen down to Cardoso. Cardoso reverse layup. Misses. Fight for the rebound. Westbell gets it. Shot clock didn't reset. Oh, Haley Van Lith might have traveled, and she did. I thought they were gonna let it. Ball in play here with the Wings. They're interviewing Allie Quigley, so I can't really see the action right now. There we go. I can see it now. Ball back in play with the Wings. Hines Allen over to Haley Jones. Down to Tierra McCowan against Cardoso. Back to Haley Jones. Ball gets tipped out by Van Lith. Haley Jones to inbound here. So it's Jones, Beckers, McCowan, Hines Allen, and Isaiah James. And Paige Beckers draws the foul. So Paige Beckers making her money at the line tonight. She'll go back to the line for 2 more free throws. She's already taken 6 in this game. Paige Becker's first free throw is up and good. So Paige Becker is currently up to 15 points. Oh, she misses the second free throw, so she stays at 15. Rebecca Allen with the rebound. Beck Allen over to Cardoso to Van Lift, top of the key. Gets that stagger screen from the 2 bigs. Haley Van Lift, and they call a foul away from the ball. Drawn by Kia Nurse. They called it on McCowan. McCowan's like a foul magnet, unfortunately. Oh, did they call it on Hines Allen? They were showing McCowan on the camera. It is on Hines Allen. They're gonna review it. So they're gonna review this play. I'm not too sure exactly what happened, but the foul was on Hines Allen of the Dallas Wings. Oh, that's a little excessive by Hines Allen. I saw it. I saw it. They gave Kia Nurse after Kia Nurse. Yeah. Yeah, they may upgrade that. Beulah says, Jay, what happened to Natasha Cloud? She went out with a hip injury in that loss to the Storm. The same game that Izzy got hurt in, and then they said her hip was swelling up, so that's why she didn't play that game. They're still talking to Allie Quigley here, so you're not missing anything. Not missing a thing. So we're still in review. You're not missing a thing. Still in review. Not missing anything. Salute to everybody hanging around. They're still reviewing this play. Still reviewing this play. Woof. They say it's a common foul, so no upgrade here. Nurse to inbound, gets it into Cardoso, rolling to the basket, blocked by McCowan, but she gets the offensive rebound. Allen, another 3. Oh, Rebecca Allen is on absolute fire tonight. Rebecca Allen, I don't know what it is. Rebecca Allen off the bench with 21 points on 5 made threes. I don't even think she was on the books tonight. But she's cooking. Haley Jones with the ball. And we have a foul call here. Rebecca Allen. Good block by McCowan, but leaves Rebecca Allen wide open. She's hitting it from all over the gym tonight. We don't know yet, Beulah. We don't know if she'll play on Sunday. We'll have to wait till we get some more news. Liberty don't play until Sunday, so hopefully she's good to go. Hines Allen hits the first free throw. Second free throw is up. Hines Allen rattles in and out. Cardoso with the rebound. Cardoso off the bench up to 3 boards. Van Lith crosses half court. Van Lith with it. Comes off the screen from Cardoso. Goes to her right. Van Lith still dribbling. Tries to entry pass, but they call a foul before the pass there. RC said, if I'm Angel Wills, I'm taking the rest of the year off. Hell nah. Can't do that. Tierra McCowan is a little upset with that. They're looking to see if they're going to review it. They say no. We have some substitutions here. Angel Reese checks in for Maddie Westbeld. Rebecca Allen inbound to Angel Reese here. Allen down to Cardoso. Cardoso back to Allen off the handoff. This is a long two. Rebecca Allen. The rim is as big as the Grand Canyon right now for Rebecca. Back to a 10-point game here. 57-67. I think this might be the largest lead of the game. Paige Becker tries to respond off the back rim. Isaiah James gets the offensive rebound. Dribbles back out to 3. Hands off to Paige. Paige gets into the teeth of the defense. Out to Haley Jones. Can she hit? Nope. Angel Reese with the rebound. Angel Reese comes across the court. Looks to attack Aisha Hines-Allen. Puts her in the post. Gets to that right hand. They call an offensive foul for the little fend off. So it's a turnover there by Reese. Trying to do a little too much on that one. That's the first foul by Reese, so not too bad. Ball with Quinterly. Quinterly with the ball. Steps behind the screen for 3. Quinterly knocks down the 3. They're calling it a 3. Her foot was close to the line, though, so we'll see. Ball with Allen. Allen, just no hesitation now, and they call a foul on the 3-point shot. Come on. J.J. Quinterly, the rookie, a little... she's short in stature, so she's trying to overcompensate by being a little bit more aggressive. And they foul a 3-point shooter, which is not what you want to do. So Quinterly with the 5th foul, Allen at the line for 3 free throws. So she made the 3, and now she's giving the 3 right back. Allen hits the first. Second one is up. And she misses. Oh, okay. So the best she could do is 2. Word, what RO said, hit the like, helps the channel out tremendously. Third free throw is good, excuse me, and it's a 9-point game, 69-60. And it is Wings basketball here. Paige Becker's with the ball. Gets it over to Haley Jones. Down to McCowan. McCowan, no hesitation, goes up and scores. That should be every single possession here for Tierra McCowan. Sealed Elizabeth Williams right under the basket. Oh, ball goes through Rebecca Allen's hands. Isaiah James with the steal. Over to Maisha Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen over to Paige. Paige, corner 3, short, gets her own rebound. Goes up, gets blocked, and Elizabeth Williams gets the rebound. Haley Van Lith with the rock. Crosses half court. Gets it up to Elizabeth. Left side to Allen. Allen's been on an absolute tear. Allen gets into the paint. Mid-range jump shot. And she banks it in. Banks open in Chicago on a Wednesday. A season high 27 points for Rebecca Allen on 2 missed shots. Paige over to Maisha. Over to Paige. Left side to Isaiah. Cross-court pass, and they call an offensive foul on Tierra McCowan. So turnover there. That's McCowan's bugaboo. She always gets into foul trouble. Ball in play here with the Sky. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is turned off. Haley Van Liv comes off the screen, going right. Haley Van Liv, corner for Kia Nurse for 3. Air ball. McCowan with the rebound. Gets it over to Hines Allen. 7 on the clock. 6, 5. Hines Allen down the lane. Gets stripped by Haley Van Liv. And that's how the third quarter ends. So at the end of 3, we have Chicago 71. Dallas 62. CAR, I'm glad we ain't take that money line there. The score got worse. Back to a 9-point lead, 71-62 here at the end of 3. Let's get ready for the fourth and final quarter. So 71-62 at the end of 3. Chicago outscored Dallas 26-25 in that quarter. You have Dallas with Isaiah James with 6 points, 4 rebounds. You have none from Louisa. She hasn't played a lot of minutes in this second half. Leah Rue with 12 and 8. Got 15 for Paige Beckers. 15 for J.J. Quinterly. Off the bench, you got Maisha Hines Allen with 6, 4 for Haley Jones, 4 for McCowan. Does have 3 fouls, McCowan does. For Chicago, Angel Reese not playing a lot of minutes tonight. Second night of a back-to-back, nursing a leg injury. Has 8 points, 6 rebounds, double-double streak in danger of being snapped. Michaela Onyenwere with 5, 6 for Elizabeth Williams with 6 assists and 5 rebounds. 11 for Rachel Banham, 2 for Ariel Atkins. Off the bench, you have Beck Allen with 27 off the bench. 7 for Cardoso, 3 for Nurse, 2 for Van Lith. They're shooting over 50% from the field, over 50% from 3. They do have 12 turnovers as a team. That's the one chink in the armor I see tonight. For the Dallas Wings, they have 8 turnovers, but they're shooting 25% from 3, 38% from the field. Looking at the comments, I see RC said Jay with the triple header. Yes, sir. 3 for 3. Good things come in threes. Angel Reese is on the cover of 2K26. We did touch on that a little bit. Michael, what about which rotations for Dallas or for the Wings? For the Wings, they don't really have too many people to rotate anyway. They only have 8 players available, so it's a little tough, especially when people are getting foul trouble. It's Reese, SGA, and Carmelo. RC Carmelo Anthony. Well, I think he was on the Legend cover. Right, getting ready for the fourth and final quarter. Rebecca Allen absolutely having a game. 27 points, season high in this one. 5 for 6 from 3. 1 off of tying her career high of 28 points. Rebecca Allen. They're doing some review here on the floor. I'm not too sure what the deal is. Oh, they're reviewing this 3 by J.J. Quinterly. It's clearly a 3. Not even close. Man, you think they was gonna put Cade and SGA? No, sir. No, sirree. All right, so we're still waiting for the fourth quarter to start. Oh, I didn't change my what you call it. Good thing they didn't, so I can get my act in order. Fourth quarter. If they had one else for the All-Star game, it would be Becca Allen. That's probably true. That is probably true. Rebecca Allen, she just kept getting hurt when she was on the Liberty. I can't hate. She was a part of that trade that got us Jonquel Jones and Kayla Thornton, which resulted in our championship. So I'm thankful for everything that Beck Allen did while she was a part of the Liberty, and she was a part of us getting our chip in a unorthodox way. Ball and play here for the fourth and final quarter. Chicago up 9 over the Wings here. Final game of the WNBA slate on this Wednesday. Reese gets it over to Nurse. Nurse coming off the screen. Left side to Atkins. Atkins pulls for 3. And Atkins finally. Atkins knocks down a 3. Her first 3 of the game. And they go into double-digit lead here. 74-62. They're shooting 10 for 18 from 3, the Sky are. Wings with the ball. Hines Allen, Beckers, Yeru, Geisel-Soder. Oh, bad pass by Geisel-Soder was picked off here. Rachel Banham with the ball. Rachel Banham over to Atkins. Up top to Elizabeth. Over to Rachel. Left side to Nurse. Nurse over to Atkins. Atkins, back-to-back threes? Nope. Geisel-Soder with the rebound. Page with the ball. Page over to Louisa. Louisa pulls up for 3, doesn't get it. Yeru back tap, gets it to Hines Allen, but they call a foul. Ball and play with the Sky there. There was a foul on Yeru for over the back. Angel Reese attacks Louisa. Oh, finds Elizabeth on the back cut. Those are a nice little over the head pass. And we have a timeout here by the Wings. Game getting away from them early. 76-62. $76, 62, 8:29 to go. And this game is getting away from the Dallas Wings. It's not enough what they got going on here tonight. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Missing just too many bodies missing. Too many bodies missing. So they are outscoring them 5-0 here in the the fourth quarter. 5-0 in the fourth. I'm going to just leave it here on the box score so you guys can take a look here. Whew, it's been a long day, people. Long day. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. They're just showing a bunch of replays. Showing a bunch of replays. Oh, it looks like the Yankees won, beat the Mariners 9-6. I'll take it. Buell says Kobe Bryant's birthday next month. Oh, okay. I forgot. Salute to everybody here on the watch along. We're in a commercial right now, so you're not missing anything. We are in commercial. Man, I'm getting tired. I am getting tired. Jeez, what's taking so long? Salute for the sub, Patrick. Salute. Let's go. Appreciate it, my friend. Salute. Finally, broadcast is back. Jeez. Yeah, your Blue Jays are on a hell of a run right now. I can't hate. Y'all smacked us up when we came up there. All right, so it is Dallas ball after they called that timeout. Let's see how they respond. Nah, I ain't gonna shut it down. I got to see it through. Got to see it through, my boy. Paige Beckers over to Isaiah James. Isaiah James out to Paige. Paige steps in for a deep two, and Paige hits the two. 76-64. Let's see if the Wings have one more run in them to make this interesting. Then I'll probably get back some energy. Elizabeth Williams with the ball. Elizabeth handoff to Banham. Banham comes off that screen. Drop pass to Williams. Williams foul line jump shot is off, and they call a foul on Angel Reese against Louisa. Ball in play here. They were just showing a bunch of replays. Oh, I didn't even know I had the wrong screen up. My bad, y'all. 64-76 is the score. Oh, Quinterly crossover on Kia Nurse, shoots over her. Air ball. Louisa saves it, but nobody's there. And they call a foul on somebody. Crowd getting a little antsy there. Personal foul on Reese. Rebecca Allen checks back in. Kia Nurse goes to the bench. Paige gets it in. I keep hitting the wrong stuff. My bad, y'all. Ball in play here. Paige Becker's into the lane. Out to Yeru. Yeru for another three. She already hit two today. Reese gets the rebound. Reese gets it over to Banham. Over to Atkins in the right corner. Atkins picks up her dribble. Back up top to Banham. Banham, right to left crossover. Left over to Rebecca Allen. Isaiah James is front. Gets it over to Atkins. Atkins misses the layup, but she'll go to the line. Foul on Paige Beckers. 76-64 is the score. My clock is wrong, y'all. I thought I was playing the time this whole time. Hold on, let me fix this. 7:08 to go. 7:08 to go. There we go. That's right. 7:08 to go, people. And she hits the second. 78. Oh, she hits both, excuse me. Quinterly loses the ball. Rachel Banham picks it up. Banham gets it over to Cardoso, who's checked back in. Yeah, Beulah. Enrique's injured. Back to that's and that's a foul there by Cardoso. Paige looks like she sold it a little bit. The big's getting called for a lot of these screens. Ball in play here with the Wings. Paige Beckers comes off. Paige Beckers comes off that screen, steps through, dribbles back out to the 3-point line. Looks to attack Cardoso. Out to Louisa. Louisa for three. Louisa knocks down the left wing three. I think that's her first basket of the game. Gets it within 11 here. Down to Cardoso in the paint against Yeru, and they call a foul on Yeru. Inbound pass. Oh, Cardoso picks up the pass, throws it off the glass, and scores. They got a deflection, but could not secure it. 80-67, 13-point game here. Paige Beckers, right to left crossover, pulls up for three, misses. Reese with the rebound. Angel with 8 rebounds. Atkins with the ball. Atkins right side to Angel. Angel looks to attack. bumps into Geisel Suter, goes up and draws the foul. Louisa Geisel took the brunt of that. Angel Reese was forcing her way in, and after that first bump, Louisa was grabbing her rib cage. So Reese will go to the line for free throws here. She makes the first. And she hits the second. And ball in play here. 82-67 here. Ball over to Isaiah James. Isaiah James left hand dribble gets blocked, and the back of her foot was out of bounds on that block, so she'll it'll stay with the wings here. Beal says, "What software do I have for the scoreboard?" It's this website called Uno Overlays. UNO Overlays. Paige Becker's on the attack. Out to Lee Yaru. She shoots another three. Yaru, that's her third three of the game. Lee Yaru, lighting it up from out there. 15 for Lee. Beck Allen on the attack on Paige. Shoots the foul line jump shot. Short. Rebound to Lee Yaru. And Lee, one rebound away from the double-double. Isaiah James on the attack. Throws it out to Lee. Lee, another three? Yaru is just feeling it from three. Lee Yaru, back-to-back threes, opposite wings. And it's a 9-point game here. Lee Yaru lighting him up from downtown. She said she wanted to get more minutes. Got traded from Seattle to Dallas where she can get all the minutes in the world. And she's lighting them up for 4 threes tonight. Look at Lee. Shoot that thing. So we're at a break here. Let me go to the box score so y'all can take a look. 82-73, 5:06 to go. Lee, man, she's capable, but I think this is the most threes she's ever made in the game, though, to be completely honest with you. But she's starting to show off her whole repertoire. Lee Yaru. So let's look at Dallas. You got Lee Yaru with 18 and 9 rebounds to lead the way. 17 for Paige, 15 for Quinterly. For the Sky, you have Angel with 10 points and 8 boards. 5 for Michaela. You got 11 for Bantam. Their bench is where they really got busy. 27 for Rebecca Allen, a season high with 5 made threes. 9 for Cardoso with 4 assists and 3 boards. And they're still shooting above 50% for this game. 52 from the field, 52 from 3. That is crazy. Lee Yaru lighting them up. See, Lee wanted 3. Lee wanted minutes, and she got the minute. She's getting the minutes, and she's showing her full game. She can gab, rebound. She has a little post work in there. Defense needs a little work, but she can shoot the midi, and she's shooting threes. Broadcast coming back now. Ball in play here with the Wings. It's Beck Allen, Reese, Cardoso, Banham, and Atkins. Banham over to Reese. Reese, top of the key here. Reese looks to attack. Crosses over, spins into the lane, throws up a wild shot. Atkins gets the rebound, and Isaiah James gets the loose ball. Dallas, do they have one more run in them to make this interesting? Isaiah James gets into the lane. Stop. Throws up the floater, and they call a foul there. So Isaiah James will go to the line for 2 free throws. Chicago is in the bonus. I'll notify that. Third foul on Rebecca Allen. So Isaiah James at the line for 2 free throws. Hasn't been able to knock down the 3 tonight. She knocks down the first. Isaiah James at the line for the second free throw. And she misses, and Cardoso secures the rebound. Sky, not Wings. Did I misspeak? I probably misspoke. Sky with the ball. Atkins with the ball. Atkins right to left crossover. Atkins over to Reese in the corner. Reese dribbles out. Hand off to Beck Allen. No hesitation for 3. It barely grazes the rim. Yeru gets the 10th rebound. So Lee Yeru, 18 points and 10 rebounds. Wings with the ball. Isaiah James. And they call a foul there. Again. That's on Banham this time. So that's the 4th team foul. It'll be sideline out of bounds here. Paige Beckers to inbound. Gets it into Maisha Hines Allen. Gets the ball to and they call a foul on Rachel Banham. So that's the 5th foul. I don't think that's a foul on anybody. So we might have a challenge here. So he's challenging the call here. Tyler Marsh is challenging this foul call on Rachel Banham. She was basically trying to run through a screen, and she ends up running into Maisha Hines Allen and falls. They called a foul on her. So we'll see if they overturn this foul call here. They're just trying to prolong this game, bro. I'll tell you. They're just showing a bunch of replays of this. My bad. I just noticed I got super quiet. I was over here just listening to them talk about it. So 82-74. The Wings are trying to make this comeback, so this call is very important. They do get 6 fouls in the W. They get 6 fouls in the W. Yeah, there's 6 fouls. So they're reviewing this call over and over and over. So we'll see what the resolution is. Salute to everybody still hanging around for the resolution of this game. Make sure you leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you are new here. where we've been covering WNBA games for now. This is the third season, so I appreciate all the support over the years and the new support that we've acquired over this season. Even today, we got about 15, I think we got about 19 new subscribers today, so I appreciate you guys. So the referees are still looking at this. This is the one thing I need basketball in the USA to speed up the review process. When I was watching the Olympics, they go over, they look at it, they say that they get the call sorted. Here we watched like 30 replays of 10 different cameras, probably sometimes even the same replay over and over and over. Then they're like, "Hey, you come look at this. You tell me what you think," and then, "Oh, you come look at it." It's just too long. It just breaks up the flow of the game. Unsuccessful challenge? Is that true? I don't know what was happening here. The commentators are just assuming here. Oh, the call stands, so it's a success. It's an unsuccessful challenge. I, I don't know. That's a little surprising. So Isaiah James at the line. I don't know. There's a lot of confusion going on here. First free throw is up and misses. Damn, Isaiah needed that one. Second free throw is up and Isaiah knocks down the second. So it's 82-75. Finally, we're back in action. 3:50 to go here. Rebecca Allen with the ball. Allen over to Banham. Banham drops it off to Reese on the roll. Gets stripped by J.J. Quinterly. Right out of her hands. Quinterly on the attack. Goes up and draws the foul on Banham. And Quinterly looks to be in some pain there on that fall. Yeah, that's a foul. She jumps into her. I think Quinterly falls on her tailbone. Rachel Bannon with 11 points and 4 fouls. Let's see if Quinterly, with the clock stopped, can climb further into this game. First free throw is up. Quinterly knocks it down. So Dallas creeping back into this game, y'all. Don't go anywhere. If you're interested, the money line is plus 475 on it. The spread is plus 5.5. Quinterly, second free throw is up. She misses it. Reese with the rebound. I might have jinxed it. Reese with 10 points and 9 boards, 1 rebound away from another double-double for her. They find Reese. Reese guarded by Hines Allen. Attacks Hines Allen, goes up, throws up the hook, and scores. And she's holding the bridge of her nose? Or did her earring, her nose ring came out? I don't know. Or a contact? I don't know what's happening there. Oh, Ariel Atkins with the block. 84-76 here. Sky with 9 blocks here. Angel Reese lost a contact. She's going to be still playing, though. Atkins drops it off to Reese. Reese goes up and scores anyway. And 1. And that should pretty much do it. No contact, no problem for Angel Reese. Off the pick and roll. She gets it on the roll. Goes for the layup and scores. So both teams in the bonus here. And Angel Reese knocks down the free throw for the 3-point play. And that might have killed the momentum of the Dallas Wings. Back to 11-point game. Page with the ball over to Hines Allen. Hines Allen back to Page. Page pulls up contested three off balance, misses. Bannon with the rebound. Outlet to Reese. Reese slows it down here. Gets it ball over to Banham. Banham comes off the screen going left. Banham handoff to Rebecca Allen. Allen with 3 on the clock. Allen pulls up for 3. And she hits it, but it's a shot clock violation. That's the type of night it's been for Rebecca Allen. Anything she's throwing up is going in. But yeah, that's not even close. No awareness of the shot clock. It's an 11-point game. Sky up 87-76. They're reviewing it, but it's pretty clear. I guess they have to review it at this point in the game. This is when I wish they would have somebody on the sideline. Another ref just taking a look and be like, all right, it's good. It's a 3 or it's a 2. So we can keep going. Two minutes, 11 seconds to go. They're reviewing to see if she got it off in time. We saw it on our broadcast here. So they're showing a replay of that Angel Reese play. (87-76). Ball in play with the Wings. Page over to Lee Yaru. She pump fakes, gets down the lane, goes and gets stripped. And Angel Reese with the pickup. I think, did they count that as a rebound? I guess so. So Angel Reese does have the double-double if they count that as a rebound. Bannon with the ball. Over to Atkins. Atkins off the screen going left. Atkins. Ball gets deflected. They call a foul. And that should be 6 on Quinterly. That should be her 6th foul of the game. They're going to review this play. The Wings are. So now we have another break in action. Jeez. Coach's challenge here. As I mentioned, coach's challenge. So they're looking at the challenge here. So good challenge here. I guess nothing to lose here. Down 11, 90-ish seconds left. Nothing to lose here. It looked like she got all ball on that angle. They're showing like 30,000 replays. Yeah, that's all ball. That is all ball by J.J. Quinterly. Beulah says, Jay, why do the refs take too much time? Lord knows. When will the Liberty play the Wings? We play them. That's a good question. Let me look at my calendar. I have all the games for the Liberty in my calendar. We play them sometime in August, I think. It's gonna be fairly soon. We play them actually on August 5th. At least at home, we play them on August 5th. I'll be at that game to see Paige in person. I've never seen her play in person, so we'll take a trip down to Barclays to watch her. All right, y'all. We're getting to the end here. Thanks for bearing with me. Appreciate you guys hanging around for this last stream. Successful challenge, I'm hearing. So it's a jump ball center circle since no one had possession at the time of possession. Yeah, Bree Stewart versus Paige Beckers. Yep. UConn on UConn. $146 to go, 87-76. Jump ball is up. Yeru wins a jump ball. Looked like Yeru jumped into her, but it is what it is. Paige with the ball. They have no time to waste here. Isaiah James, pump fakes out to Paige. Paige, deep three, misses, and that should pretty much do it. Rebecca Allen with the rebound. Rebecca Allen, 1 away from tying her career high, 2 away from breaking it. Ariel Atkins loses the ball in the backcourt. They don't call, I guess they say it was deflected, I guess. Rachel Bannon with the ball, guarded by Hines Allen. She resets for 3, and that's a shot clock violation. Great defense there. Please don't call a timeout. And they call a reset timeout. Cool. So the Dallas Wings advance the ball up to half court. Isaiah James to inbound, gets it into Hines Allen. Hines Allen over to Yeru. Yeru loads up for another 3, front rims it, rebound to Allen. Ball with Banham trying to waste clock here. We're under a minute to go. Find it to Cardoso. Cardoso cross court to Atkins. Atkins down to Angel. Angel up top to Banham for the dagger. And she misses. Hines Allen with the rebound. All right, Liz. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in all day. Quinterly over to James. Can James hit a 3? No, she can. Off terribly. And Angel Reese another rebound to secure it. 15 points, 11 rebounds for Angel Reese in this one. And they'll just let the clock run. Chicago 87, Wings 76. Sky coming off the loss to the Mystics by 2. I think it was around 2 points, couple points yesterday. They come home and they secure a win over the Dallas Wings. What are they waiting for? Come on, just play this 5 seconds out, bro. You're over here trying to delegate. And they inbound the ball. And game is over. Dallas takes the L. They lose the season series. They get swept in the season series by the Chicago Sky. They win 87-76. Sky with the win. So, with that win, the Sky moved to 6-13 on the season. The Wings moved to 6-15 on the season. I think they swapped places in the standings. So Wings move down to 12 and the Sky move up to 11. Let's take a quick look at the box score before we get out of here. 87-76 was the final score of this one. Pretty balanced scoring throughout. That Chicago Sky second quarter is what gave them the major advantage. They outscored the Wings 26-19 in that quarter. For Dallas, Isaiah James, 8 points, one of her worst nights. 3 for 15 from the field, minus 17 in the plus minus. Geisel Solder, not a good night for her either. 3 points. Lee Yarou, big night for her. 18 points, 10 rebounds, finishes with 4 or 7 from 3. Paige Beckers with 17 on 5 of 20 shooting. JJ Quinterly with 16 and 5 assists. She almost fouled out in this one. Hines Allen with 6, 4 for Haley Jones, 4 for McCowan. For Chicago, Reese, another double-double, keeps the streak alive, 15 points, 11 rebounds. Onyinwere with 5, 8 for Elizabeth Williams, 11 for Banham, 7 for Atkins. Off the bench, Rebecca Allen, 1 away from her career high with 27, has 6 rebounds as well, knocks down 5 threes. 9 for Cardoso, 3 for Nurse, 2 for Van Liv, none for Westbeld. And that's it, people. That is the game. All right, y'all. It's been a long day. 3 streams completed. Appreciate all the support. Make sure you leave a like on the way out. Thanks, Miracle. I'll see you when I see you, probably tomorrow. I will possibly be on tomorrow for the 3 p.m. game between the Minnesota Lynx and the who they play. Tomorrow's Thursday. Minnesota and LA. That game's at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll probably be on. But I gotta get out of here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Leave a like on the way out. Subscribe if you're new here. Thanks to all the new subs, the returning people. Appreciate you guys. I keep repeating myself. It's time for me to go. Have a good night, a good morning, wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Salute!